said I was gonna do a walkout intro, and I'm doing a goddamn walkout intro. Stupid recording thing. Well, that's all I didn't want to do. It always gets a little messy, doesn't it? Just a little bit. Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. And, welcome back to Halloween. Welcome back to Halloween Horror Month. And today we're looking at the David Cronenberg classic, Scanners. I say that because this is talked about a lot. I think it's only talked about because of the one specific scene that everybody knows about in this movie. Rest of the movie is okay. I just feel like everybody talks about this movie and like, oh my god, the scene. But what else is there to this movie? The horcrux of this is there's an incident involving Michael Ironside's character Revok, which is not a name, but okay. And he's an evil scanner who's on the run. So Dr. Ruth, I wish it was that Dr. Ruth. I want you to help me take down the scanner, but first, let's talk about the penis. No, different Dr. Ruth. He recruits this other scanner, played by a guy who cannot act, to track down and get Revok. And it takes an hour and a half for him to track him down. They explain that these are powerful psychics. Yet the guy has to go from, well, I gotta go talk to this person. They meet this person. Who's gonna lead me to this person. And I gotta go to this person, and this person, this place, and that place. If they're psychics, why can't they just... Oh, he's over there. Oh, he's in the bathroom. Why does it take so long? People who are supposed to be psychic to track down another person who is psychic. You think that among other people, psychics would have the most easiest way to track down other psychics, even though they'd probably be able to block it. If they explain it, they said that Revok is blocking me from finding him. Fine. I don't understand why it's so convoluted for him to find him. And the first scene of this movie had me confused. Because we see the guy, Vale, and he's in like a public place. It's like a subway, train station or something, and he starts to get a headache. And there's a woman who starts to act like her head's hurting, and because he's a scanner and his abilities are acting up, and later he's like, well, she made me do it. I didn't want to do it. She made me do it. I'm just like, I don't get it. Does it? I'm on Wikipedia. Does it explain it? Suffering from voices manifesting in his head. Manifesting is not a word. He has caused a rude woman to have a seizure with a sympathetic with. Okay, so it's an involuntary sort of thing. But yeah, that's the first scene. And then we cut to this guy who was the Dr. Frankenstein, Frank in the episode called Frankenstein of Big Wolf on Campus. He was the unibrow. Yeah, the unibrow. Yeah, he was obviously wearing a hairpiece. He's supposed to be the Dr. Frankenstein cover-up. Parody is what I mean. Dr. Frankenstein parody. I recognize him. And he's a scanner, and I think he's a scanner. rival scanner's head to explode. Yeah. Of the Consec scanner. So, then they know he's a scanner, but it's like whole thing, and you get the whole explosion, which they used a practical head of the actor, and they shot it with a shotgun for the effect. And pretty cool effect. And this is what this movie is known for. After this, Revok, he's in the wind now. He's running. He's out. He's gone. So Dr. Ruth, again, not that Dr. Ruth. I had to. I'm Dr. Ruth. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm hearing that wrong. Nope, his name is Dr. Ruth. He's played by Patrick McGoohan, and they recruit Vale to get back Rivok. They don't explain why. We find out why. Because they're both powerful. He says they're both powerful scanners, so that's how he can get them. But again, I'm just like, okay, don't lose your mind. Where is he? He's at the train yards. Something like that. Like, no. Said he goes to this museum, and he meets this guy and starts inquiring about another guy named Benjamin Pierce. And the guy's like, no, I can't tell you. Eventually he convinces the guy, using his powers, and leads him to Pierce. He gets there, they start talking. This is a weird scene, because the guy's like, I need your help. And the guy just starts laughing like he couldn't possibly be of any help. And he starts talking about, we need to find Revok or Revok. Revok? Is it Revok? Revok. Revok. Revok? I don't know. It looks like Revok. Revok. I don't know. I think it's Revok, actually. And I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Track down Revok. Revok sounds like a monster from a sci-fi movie. Beware of... Dun dun dun. Revok. Boom, 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 boom. No, so Revok has tracked him down and sent these people with shotguns. And I was like, wait, you established there are people who can blow people's fucking minds apart, and you're gonna... I understand there's a budget, sure. But people are getting shot, they're still... Well, no, see, because that's the thing. It's not about scanners. They come in with guns, but then you have Vale, who's accidentally, hilariously killing these people with his powers. I already briefly mentioned it earlier, but this guy plays Vale can't act. Most of his scenes are very stilted, and his dialogue is very boring. And then here, I take my glasses off, I move my head a lot. He's like, I'm like, what was the direction that they told him for these? Pretend you're in a Madonna music video. This is 81. Madonna was a thing, right? Pretend you're in a pop music video or something. I don't know. I don't think Vogue was a thing at the time, but this is 81. But yeah, and he's able to get out of there. And he has to track down this other chick, whose name is Oberst. Now, she was briefly seen at the museum, the art museum. Now he has found her, and she is played by Jennifer O'Neill, who gets top billing. And she doesn't show up till 47 minutes into the movie. Well, she's not important till 47 minutes in the movie, about a half hour that you see her in the museum, but she's not important to the plot till 47 minutes in, and she's the top billed actress. And that's fair. Maybe Patrick McGoohan should have got the top bill. He's probably more well known, or even Michael Ironside, for God's sake. I don't know if he was well known, but like, I don't know. I certainly can't say Stephen Lack, who was Vale. He's not, no. So now they gotta work together, but again, they've followed him. So while for some reason, so it seems to me that what's going on is that Vale is doing the most normal way to try to find people, making phone calls and tracking down people. And it feels like Revok is just, using his fucking powers to track them, because it seems like he knows wherever they go. Well, he does have someone on the inside of Consac, Dr. Ruth's partner or whatever. He's secretly working for Revok, but I don't think is he reporting back to Ruth every single time? Because they track him down at Oberst's apartment or whatever. And there's more shooting. There's a scene where everyone in this van is just shot to shit. Good gore effects there. But we haven't gotten to the Cronenberg gore effects yet. The head explosion was part of it, but there's more. Oh my god, there's more. So, yeah. Then we get the first twist. There is this drug, right? There's a drug. It's called ephemeral, and they're using it to create scanners. And it was, of course, it was made by Biocarbon Amalgamate, which is the name of the company. I'm reading this a little bit, and because big words hard for me to remember. And it's a concept plan called Ripe. I remember that name, Ripe. That is Ripe. That's what I said. Oh, that is Ripe. The Ghostbusters 2, right? Oh, that is Ripe. You're ripe, senor. He doesn't smell good. You're stinky. He's stinky. He's a stinky. Was his father stinky? You're ripe, senor. Yeah. So they go to Consac to investigate. Dr. reveals that he founded Biocarbon Amalgamate, but he's not affiliated with it anymore. And he says that no, Revok's not. I want to call him back. He's not involved with that, but I guess he's wrong. So he has Vale scan the computer. Meanwhile, Keller, that's the assistant guy, attacks Oberst, and Ruth. He kills Ruth, Dr. Ruth. But what the penis? Again, not that Dr. Ruth. They then leave. They run off, and Vale uses his scanner powers. Now he's using it a lot to hack into the computer network using the telephone booth. Yeah, those were important back in the day. And is able to use his mind, download it into his mind, put it into his mind. Yeah, and then Keller dies because the computer explodes. Yeah. So then they go to this guy, Dr. Frame. And apparently he's being not given the drug, but they're sending it to him or something. And they meet a pregnant woman, and her baby's a scanner. Her fetus is a scanner. So they're using the ephemeral on pregnant women to create scanners, is what they're doing. Yeah. Revok then catches up to them, and they go to the bio whatever plant. And here's where we have our showdown. And the second reveal of this movie. Revok and Vale are actually brothers, the sons of Dr. Ruth. Yeah. So I guess I know all about that. It's not Dr. Ruth. It was developed as a sedative for pregnant women, but Dr. Ruth figured out there was a side effect, not the Matt Hardy kind, with his wife's pregnancies, and so he made them the most powerful scanners in the world, apparently, which is why he recruited Vale to take down Revok. I'm assuming they were both then adopted out. Revok was homeless. I don't know what happened, or not Revok. Vale was homeless. I'm assuming they were adopted out after the... I'm assuming the wife died in birth, because there's no mention of her after this. Revok's going to make a whole new tribe, or generation, whatever we're going to call it, of scanners. And once... Join me and we can rule the world together as brothers. Instead of father and son, brother and brother. Vale says, no! No, he says, no, he refuses. He uses some of that. He's like, you're just like your father. And it pisses him off. So they become a telepathic duel. They begun to use their minds against each other, and here's where you get the Cronenberg effect. Veins popping out, little things on the head. Oh, that's where you get the Cronenbergian, it has now become a word, kind of thing. In the fight, Vale incinerates. It's on fire. Not explode. I was waiting for an explosion. I was waiting for Revok to explode. Kind of a counter to what happened. No. Vale just fire. Sits on fire. And when Oberst arrives, it's revealed that Vale's mind is in Revok's body now. She's like, no, it's me. It's Vale. And I'm like, hold the hell on. Hold the hell on. How the hell does that work? That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's how it ends, by the way. That's how it ends. I don't know. We got 2 sequels out of this. Scanners 2 and Scanners 3. I'm not going to watch them, but I did read up a little bit on Scanners 2. Apparently, the main character of that movie is the secret son of Vale and Oberst. That movie came out 10 years later, and the actor is almost 30 in that movie. How does that make any sense? He's a 10-year-old that looks like a 25-year-old, or what? David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis plays the main character in that movie, and he's supposed to be the son. How is that possible? Unless there's a time jump, doesn't matter where it takes place, 30 years later or something, which is weird. That means it would be taking place 5 years ago, or 4 years ago. If that's the case. 30 years is 2001. Excuse me. No, 23 years ago. Yeah. I magically made it go for 13 years. 81 to now is 40. Not quite 40 years. It's over 40 years, actually. It's 80. It's 43 years. 44 years. Hello. So we're doing 30 then. 81 to 91. 91 to 2001. 2001 to 20 No. Yeah. So we got 81 to 91 is 10 years. 91 to 2001 is 20 years. Yeah, 2021. So, no. 2011, dumbass. So yeah, it's 13. 13 years ago is when the second one would take place. I'm just assuming this, but it's really weird that they say, "Oh, he is the son." He'd be he'd be 9 years old. I don't understand that at all. I don't know. It's a weird ending. I'll give it the middle of the road. The explosion is fine. The gore effects at the end was. The explosion is really good. The gore effects at the end were okay. The explosion was fantastic. The gore effects at the end were really good, and they're doing some good other things. But the acting is stilted. The top billed actress doesn't actually pertain to the plot till 47 minutes. 47 minutes into the movie. She shows up like a half hour in, and then there's an extra 10 minutes or so before. Yeah. Michael Ironside is great, but he doesn't get a lot to do. They go back and forth to him sometimes, and there's sometimes where he's just going. So it's weird, but yeah. The movie was fine. So, what are your thoughts on Scanners? In the comments below, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one. I need to return to the bathroom before I... Alright, I'm back.